Okay, welcome to our health class. It is very important that you guys have your book handy in case you need to read or you need to answer or discuss, some questions or some information from the book. And we are going to start chapter 4 today, which is keeping fit and active. But we are going to start on page 112. Lesson number 1 is being active and fit. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, give me 1 second. So this is lesson 1. I believe you are able to see it on the screen. Being active and fit.
Yes.
Yeah, the vocabulary word, there is only one vocabulary term that we are going to be getting familiar with, and it's physical activity. Does anyone know what physical activity is? Do you have an idea? With your own words, probably you can define it. What is physical activity? All right. Yeah, we're going to start um, reading, being active and fit. I'm gonna have someone reading. Let me see. You can raise your hand if you would like to read. All right, I'm gonna call on someone. Yeah, I don't know who Galaxy Tab is. It's probably Isaias. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and read.
Being activity and fit. Have you ever thought about things that keep you healthy and fit? Tanisha was interested in how activity and food help keep people fit. She went to her teacher with, with an article on one helpful list food. The article said that a healthful lifestyle should
Lifestyle.
include a proper amount of sleep, physical activity that is fun,
That is fun and it's done.
Mister,
Yes, go
can
ahead.
I eat
Continue. Yes, sure. Axel, you ready? Okay, it says Isaias was reading um, where it says the article said that a healthful lifestyle should include a proper amount of sleep, physical activity that is fun and it's done most days of the week, and wise food choices. Um, I'm gonna need someone else to continue reading, and it's over here.
I want
Okay, go ahead.
say like this. Tanisha asked if her class could form a group she called the SAFE group to promote good health and physical fitness. C stands for sleep. A
Yes,
stands for activity. F stands for food choices that are helpful. And E stands for every day. Her teacher thought it was a great idea. Your body needs all parts of the safe routine. The first part Sleep is important in several ways. When you sleep, body tissues work to build new cells, repair old cells, and help fight infections.
Thank you very much, Wilmer. Okay, so there are a couple of things that are really important over here. And and there are three things that we need to keep in mind in order for us to have a good health, right? To to keep healthy, to be healthy, it is very important that first, and we have the proper amount of sleep every day. And the other one is that we need to get some physical activity every day.
Mister,
Yes.
I need one problem because um, one person important is calling to my father because he have one problem and I'm going to go.
Okay. So he has. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we have to make sure we get the proper amount of sleep and that we get enough physical activity every day. And also, we need to make sure we make some wise food choices, right? So if we keep these three things in balance, we are going to be healthy, all right? And it said that Tanisha asked in her class if her class could form a group she called SAVE, and each letter could stand for something important. For example, the letter S stands for sleep, the letter A stands for activity, the letter F stands for food choices, and the letter E stands for every day. So again, these three things are very important. Sleep, physical activity, and food choices are three very important things that we have to considerate if we want a healthy life. And this has to be done every day. All right. Okay. Something that is important at the end and the last paragraph, it says that our body needs all parts of the safe routine. Why? Because sleep, at first place, it is very important in many different ways. Why? Because when we sleep, the body tissues work to build new cells and repair the old ones. Okay. And also, when we are sleeping, our body is fighting infections. So there are three things that our body is doing while we are sleeping. What are those two things? Who wants to tell me? I'm gonna call on someone.
Mister, I finished eating.
You were eating. All right. So, what are these three things that our body does when we are sleeping? The first one is that our body is building new cells and also repairing old cells. And the last one is our body is fighting infections as well. All right. So, this is why it is very important to get enough sleep. And nowadays, guys, it's something very difficult, I want to say, because. Um, most of you, because you may have like these devices, cell phones, tablets, computers, televisions. um Most of the teenagers go to sleep very late at night, which is not really healthy. Okay, because we should get at least 8 hours of sleep every day. All right. And these girls and their dogs help
I
one
have
another say
10, mister.
10. Wow, that's too much. I would say, but that's okay. All right. Okay, let's continue on the next page. Miss Arano, would you like to read on the next page?
I will
Okay, go ahead.
say like that. I lack of sleep can cause you to have trouble thinking clearly. It also can make you feel tired. A wise choice is to get plenty of rest before school because sleep helps you do your best. To be healthy and fit, your body needs physical activities. Physical activities is using your muscles to move your body. There are many reasons why physical activities can improve healthy. Activities such as walking, biking, swimming,
Biking.
and running, biking, swimming, and running can, can help get your bones, muscles, and hair healthy and help you maintain a healthy weight. Your body also needs good food. Good food choices are important decision to learn to make. The food you choose can affect your weight and your energy level. Remember, to be physically fit and healthy, your body needs these things: sleep, activity, and good food every day. Healthful living should be a habit. It needs to be a part of your daily life.
Thank you very much, Wilmer. Okay, guys, I am going to. Well, it says something important at the beginning of the paragraph. It says the first paragraph, a lack of sleep can cause you to have trouble thinking clearly. Obviously, if you're not getting enough sleep, you won't be able to think clearly, right? And it can also make you feel tired. That happens when you, for example, stay the night and you go to bed very late at night. The next day when you go to school, you will feel very, very tired, not really wanted to be in the class. So that's why it's very important to have enough sleep. All right. And you should get plenty of rest before school. Why? Because otherwise you will sleep in the class, right? And what does physical activity do in our body? Well, physical activity uses our muscles to move our body. All right. So that's why um we have to keep, getting this physical activity every day. And because we want to improve our health as well, right? And there are many different things that we can do. We do not necessarily have to go to a gym and start a really difficult routine over there, but we can do simple things such as walking, biking, swimming, and running. And these four activities can help us keep our bones, muscles, and heart healthy, right? And also we can maintain a healthful weight, right? No overweight and not too thin either. Not too fat, not too thin, right? So keeping a balance. Um, it's something. Let's focus on the main idea and details on the bottom of the page. It says, "List the main ways you can become fit. Include three things you can do to maintain your health." I am going to be asking questions right now. I'm gonna call on specific people. If those people do not answer my question because they're not paying attention or I don't know what might be happening, but sometimes I call on you guys and you don't say anything, like you can't hear me, or you're not even hearing the meeting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the people who's not participating, or who's not reading, or who's not saying anything when I call on them. All right.
Mister,
Yes.
I have a question. What is
Sure.
maintain?
Maintain is like to keep.
To keep off.
Yeah, it's
Thank
a
you.
synonym. You're welcome. All right, so I'm gonna start with, let me see, Miss Pineda. What are some things that you can do? What are three things that you can do to maintain or keep your health?
Sleeping very, how do you say temprano?
Early.
Sleeping very early
Mm-hmm.
and uh, eat food healthy.
Healthy food, very good. Uh-huh. And one more thing,
Mm, do not stay too much in cell phones.
very, very good, Miss Pineda. Do not spend much time using technology, right? Cell phones, tablets, computers, television. Instead, what we can do is to get enough physical activity, right? Okay, very, very, very good. Thank you very much. And let me ask someone else. Well, we are going to move to the next section on the next page. And what are you able to see in the picture, guys?
People going to camp.
Yeah, it seems that they are going to camp over there. They are walking. They're like in a mountain, right? And it's a
They are
family.
doing exercise.
Yes, they are doing exercise, which is something very important. This is one of the three important things that we have to do every day, right? Okay, very good. And Adriana, would you like to read the next part?
Yes,
Okay, go
the
ahead.
benefits of physical activity. Being physical activity has many benefits. Susan joined the Safe Club. She thought was watching too much television and playing too many video games. She made a personal health plan that included biking, inline skating, and keep a journal to record her TV watching.
Continue.
For 1 month, Susan exercised and watched less TV. Then she made a list of benefits to her or begin physical activity. At the next meeting of the Safe Club, she shared the list.
Thank you very much, Adriana. Okay, so yeah, what are some benefits of physical activity? There are many
A health, a
benefits.
healthful body.
Exactly, a healthful body, of course, absolutely. But what are some things in this case that because Suzanne decided to join the Safe Club, what are some things that she's going to do?
She's going to biking,
She's going to, yeah, to ride her bike. What else?
skating,
Yeah, she's going to start skating,
and
and
watch it less TV.
she is going to watch less TV. Very, very good. Thank you very much, Diana. And okay, so very good. So those are simple things that you can also do at home. You can, track the time that you spend watching TV and watch less TV or uh, use less your cell phone, right? And those are simple things that you can start doing now. And you can also ride your bike or simple, walking. Well, it's very difficult now because of the pandemic. We cannot go outside and do whatever we want, but in
Mister,
your backyard. Yes, Sophia or Diana. Hmm.
There, uh,
I I live in a how I can explain you. It's a community that live in like a rural area, and all the like 3 times in the week, my family and me go to run or to walk in like the hill because we have a hill back of my house.
Wow, that's amazing, Adriana. And it's a real good place, to enjoy the view, to get some exercise. And yeah, I would like to live in a place like the one where you live. Diana, you were going to say something?
now listen.
Okay, no problem. Okay, let's continue the next page. Okay, we are going to read some of the benefits. Okay, well, this is the list um, of the benefits in here. I'm gonna call on someone right here. If that person is not able to read, I'm gonna have to remove that person from the meeting. Okay, Maria Jose, can you please go ahead and read? Maria Jose, you ready?
In physical activity helps I reach a healthy weight. I feel that exercise was helped. Build stronger muscles and bones. It also helped me to do physical activity for a longer period of time. Exercise was to my self-esteem because I can do things I couldn't do before. I feel more relaxed and can better handle stressful situations at home and at school.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we have four benefits so far, right? And we have a help. Hold on one second. It can help. It can help you reach a healthy weight in case you are like overweight. It can help you physical activity. Getting physical activity can help you reach a healthy weight. Something else is that you can build stronger muscles and bones. Okay, and another benefit is that it will improve your self-esteem, which is very important, right? And why? Because you can do things you couldn't do before. Okay, and also another benefit is that you will feel more relaxed, right? And also you can better handle stress or stressful situations in both at home and at school as well. All right, I'm gonna ask this question to someone. What changes did Susan see in herself after she joined the Safe Club? I'm going to ask Wendy. Wendy, are you there?
Let me see. Okay.
What are some changes that Suzanne saw in herself?
Mr. Wendy is mute.
Oh, she's on mute. Okay, let me go ahead and unmute her. Wendy, hello.
Yes,
Yeah, can you tell me what are some changes that Suzanne saw in herself after joining the Safe Club?
that she was more health and with like better resistance
Mm-hmm.
and healthy weight.
Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. Some things that she improved, was like she reached a healthy weight, and also she became more resistant because she built stronger muscles and bones, right? Okay, thank you very much, Wendy. Let's move forward to the next section. Well, we have a picture over here. It says boating is a fun activity you can do with your friends. Many communities rent small boats and offer instruction on how to use them. Well, uh, what is a place in Honduras where we can do this, guys?
Uh, I don't think that this exists here.
But it does exist. There are a couple of places where you can do all these activities like boating. Yeah, who knows?
Punta, ¿cómo
Huh?
es? Punta Sal.
Yeah, probably those, those
Yes.
places, touristic places where the people usually go for vacation. Johoa Lake, of course. You can do yeah, you can do
Okay.
all those activities in there. All right, overcoming barriers to physical activity. And I'm gonna have, let me find someone else right here. I'm gonna have, Darling, can you please go ahead and read? Darlene? Hi, Darlene, are you there? Can you please start reading?
There-
We are here. Okay, I don't know if Darlene is able to listen or, Darlene, are you there? Just say yes or not.
Yes.
Can you please start reading over here?
Ah, overcoming barriers to physical activity. Some people can do some physical activities because they face physical challenge, but everyone can be active. People just may be to make a chance in
Change.
their change in their activities so they can do them. For example, Saul come wrong with his friends because he was in a wheelchair. So take it to his physical education teacher. His teacher encouraged him to become more active. Using his wheelchair, he also suggests that
Suggested.
Saul suggested that Saul and his friend try swimming together. Saul found several new activities to enjoy with his friends and to help him stay fit.
Thank you very much, Darlene. Okay, it is very difficult for some people to get physical activity, right? Because they have a couple of limitations sometimes. So not everyone is like in the same conditions. So that, and we have to understand that. However, we can still, you know, be active even though we have some limitations, right? This is the as Saul's case. I don't really know how to pronounce this name in English, so we're going to say Saul like we do in Spanish. So Saul couldn't run with his friends because he was in a wheelchair, which is sad, right? But that doesn't mean that Saul couldn't get some physical activity. So what did he do? I'm gonna ask someone. Let me see here. Axel, what did Saul do? Because you know, he was in a wheelchair and he couldn't run with his friends. So what did he do?
He became more active using his wheelchair.
But,
Instead, I can me.
but before that, what did he do?
I will talk to his physical education teacher.
Exactly. He talked to his physical education teacher because he really wanted to get some physical activity and probably run with his friends. So let me ask someone else. What did his teacher do? Let me ask Ashley. What did his teacher do?
Mister,
Yes.
encouraging him to become more active in using wheelchair.
Yeah, thank you very much, Maria Jose. So he encouraged Saul to become more active using his wheelchair. How? Um, well, probably it says that Saul and his friends tried swimming together, right? And so at the end, or in the end, Saul found several new activities to enjoy with his friends and to help him stay fit. Yes, Sophia.
Um, I have like an example.
Uh-huh.
I saw a video that is of one man that is in a wheelchair, and
he start to be like running with her wheelchair
Mm-hmm.
and go like all the morning he wake up and go to running with her wheelchair, and that started like a simple activity, but and now that man is famous because he is more active
Using his
with his
wheelchair, right?
wheelchair.
Oh, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, there are many different people who, um, get some physical activity, do many different things, and no matter what, I mean, it doesn't matter if they are in wheelchairs or they have some limitations, physical limitations, they still find a way to be active. Um, there, there are also Olympics for this type of people, for this kind of people with these limitations, right?
Mister,
Yes.
I look one man in a wheelchair play basketball
Mhm.
using the television.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
there are matches like basketball matches, and some people, the players are people in wheelchairs, which
yes, that
yeah,
group.
what does that mean? That they can still do something, right? We don't have to think of them like they're like
People less.
yeah, exactly, that they're less than the other people.
That
All
they are
right,
different of me. That they cannot do nothing.
exactly, yeah. Well, and we're gonna finish up. We're gonna wrap up over here, and your homework, guys. It's gonna be to copy the lesson one summary and review, which you have on page. Let me see, 116, right? All these. Please do not copy number 5, just until number 4. Well, we are gonna, yeah, yeah, just copy. If you can solve it, that's okay. Um,
Mister,
mhm,
at what time we're going to have the class of science?
at 11. No, it's not science, it's social studies.
Okay.
hmm so make sure you guys copy the lesson one summary and review, and we are going to answer those questions. And if you can solve it before, and then
Mister,
let's discuss it in the meeting. Yeah, Sophia,
Mister, I do not have the book here. How you are going to? I
I
do
ha-
not have the book here.
I have
Sophia,
the digital document. I'm gonna send it to your mom, Sophia.
okay.
Okay. Well, guys, let me stop sharing and let me stop